The art of chess, when calculation meets creativity. Welcome to our analysis of one of the most exciting chess encounters from the 2024 European Chess Club Cup. Today, we turn our attention to a remarkable game between two rising stars of the chess world. The players. In the white corner we have Amin Tabatabaei, the Iranian Grandmaster with a rating of 2,702. Known for his tactical acumen and deep positional understanding, Tabatabaei has steadily climbed the ranks to establish himself among the chess elite. His play is characterized by a willingness to enter complex positions where his calculating abilities can shine. Facing him with the black pieces is Rameshbabu Praggnanandhaa, the Indian prodigy with a rating of 2,746. At just 19 years old, Pragg has already made waves in the chess world by defeating world champions and establishing himself as one of the brightest talents of his generation. His play typically combines solid technical foundations with moments of brilliant tactical vision. The encounter. What makes this matchup particularly intriguing is the contrast in styles. Tabatabaei's methodical approach against Praggnanandhaa's blend of soundness and tactical opportunism. The rating difference slightly favors the Indian player, but as we'll see, chess is ultimately decided on the board, not by numbers. This game, annotated by Grandmaster Rafael Leitao, takes us through a thrilling journey from an aggressive opening gambit to a spectacular tactical finish that demonstrates the beauty and depth of modern chess at the highest level. Now, let's watch this fascinating chess battle unfold move by move and witness how Tabatabaei crafted his masterpiece against one of the brightest young stars in chess.
White built a lead and didn't let up. Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. e6 opens up a line for the dark-squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly, while preparing to push a pawn to d5 and recapture with a pawn if captured. Knight f3 develops toward the center, putting pressure on the e5 square and adding another defender to the d4 pawn. d5 takes space in the center, attacks the c4 pawn, and helps control the e4 square, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. c6 supports the d5 pawn and allows the queen to develop on the queen side. This prepares the bishop for development. Textbook play so far. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. Solid. Continuing with standard opening theory. This is a book move, meaning it follows established opening theory, played by top players for years. The knight is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This moves the knight to safety. The bishop moves forward into the game. Solid choice in the opening. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This is the only move that works. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Black's recapture simultaneously activates another piece. This is a fair move. Right on target. This removes the attacking pawn. Recaptures. Takes back. This threatens to win material through a discovered attack. This prevents the opponent from being able to win material through a discovered attack. Black's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. The piece finds a new active square. This misses an opportunity to prepare a retreat square for the king. Now Black can't stop White from winning material if they make the right moves. This overlooks an opportunity to create a pawn chain. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. This is the strongest option. The knight now occupies a secure outpost. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recaptures. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. This leaves a pawn without defenders. That pawn was free for the taking. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a pawn through an eventual fork. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This misses an opportunity to set up a blockade. This prevents the opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This threatens to create a passed pawn. That pawn capture will win material after all trades are complete. This blocks white's pawn. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. Takes back. Recaptures. This threatens to tactically win a queen. This moves the pawn to safety. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This moves the queen to safety. This leads to losing a pawn. Capturing while sacrificing the knight was the right idea. This is the way to win a pawn. Takes back. Sacrificing the rook was the right idea. This removes a rook that put the king in check. This makes a passed pawn. This steps away from the checking queen. Very precise. This evades the check from the rook. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This defends a bishop that was under attack and had no defenders. This is the only good move. This evades the check from the queen. This is the only move that works. This steps away from the checking rook. Right on target. This steps away from the checking queen. Now black can't stop white from winning a rook if they make the right moves. This threatens to checkmate the king.
For more videos, don't forget to subscribe and like the videos.